everybody, Bowlingful here. Thought I'd do a little bit different of a video today. So as you can see, I'm holding my track Stealth Solid, or what was once my track Stealth Solid. As you can see, there's a massive crack going around the whole outside of the ball here. And I noticed this when I went to go pull the ball out to bowl with it at the end of June. So it's been in a 3-ball tote in a temperature controlled environment in my house, underneath my bed. And I've owned it since late September of 2024. Less than 10 months later, I had a massive crack on there. I probably have 20 to 30 games on this thing. And this happened. So what I thought I'd do in this video is show you the whole process of filing a warranty claim with a track bowling ball. All right, so if you Google track bowling ball warranty, it takes you to this warranty claim page here. Click on that. And you scroll down and it gives you the warranty claim. So the first part of it is the bag and accessory warranty. We're not worried about that. Although triple rollers, 5-year limited warranty, that's not bad. Pretty good. Accessories, we're not worried about that. Here we go. So now we got the 2-year urethane and reactive bowling ball warranty. So what this says right here in this paragraph is essentially that they warrant the ball to be free from defects in materials and workmanship for a period of 2 years from the date of purchase. All right, so I bought this bowling ball late September of 2024. This ball was discontinued on September 11th, 2024. So, and I've had it for 10 months. And when I pulled the ball out of the bag in June, I saw a giant crack in it. And I barely have maybe 20, 30 games tops on this. I don't have too many games with it. And it says they will repair or replace this ball if at any time during the warranty period is found to be defective in material or workmanship. And in bold it says track bowling shall in no case be responsible for any damage caused by the following. And they give you a list of 8 things that they're not responsible for. The effects of ball plugging or solid slug inserts, that's pretty self-explanatory. The width of the bridge between the finger holes, excluding finger grips, is less than 1/4 inch. So they don't want you drilling the holes 1/8 inch apart. That will weaken that whole bridge section and most likely crack on you. So at least 1/4 inch for that. The bridge has been weakened at the base by pitches which allow the finger holes to join at the bottom. So if you're drilling the holes and they join at the bottom, that's going to weaken that whole center section too and increase the chance of cracking. Number 4, sharp edges around a finger, thumb, or extra hole that have not been properly rounded by moderate beveling or sanding. So they don't want you just drilling the holes and bowling like that. 1, you're probably going to cut yourself because the edges are super sharp. And 2, if you don't bevel, it's going to crack on you. 5, distance between the edge of any hole and the riser pin or PSA locator pin is less than 1 inch. Right, so that solid pin on your bowling ball, you have to drill at least 1 inch apart from that. This does not include the dot technology bowling balls that B7 makes. Right, so if you have a solid circle, this counts for it, right? If you have a hollow circle, that's a dot technology, and you are allowed to drill into that pin, and you haven't voided the warranty. Warming the ball in excess of 125 degrees Fahrenheit. They don't want you putting this out in the sun or baking it in an oven. Damage is caused by automatic pin setters, ball return systems, or gutters. And this is a big one, right? So a lot of people get damaged balls. I've bowled at almost every single bolero in the local area, and half of those boleros, I had some kind of ball damage. Now, most of the ball damage came from my spare balls. It wasn't my reactive balls, thank goodness. But the wife had she had a chip in her ball. So in the ball return at the local bolero, there actually was a zip tie that was found in the bottom. When the ball was coming back on the ball return, it hit the zip tie so hard it took a big old chunk out of the ball. Well, bolero has a form you can fill out for this case. And you give them the ball, you fill out the form, and they give it to the local PSO. So we gave the ball a local PSO. He ended up plugging the ball and repairing it. It was free of charge. Now, if you have any kind of like big cracks or anything that happen, I don't know what they do in that case. That's up to the individual bowling alley. I know I've seen some horror stories where at some small mom and pop bowling alleys, the guy will be rolling a brand new bowling ball down and the whole thing got a huge chunk that's unfixable. And the bowling alley says, tough, with nothing we can do about it. So I think that's pretty rare though. I don't think that's super common. So you might want to check with your local bowling alley and see what their policy is on that. But pretty much what this says is track isn't going to cover that if you get any kind of damage. So contact your bowling alley instead. And the last one, bowler misuse or abuse, right? They don't want you rolling your ball down the street and going, hey, by the way, my ball cracked on me. And then we come down here and it just says the warranty does not cover the cost of freight, measuring, or drilling of a replacement ball. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's up to you, if they do give you a new ball, to cover the measuring and the drilling of the ball. Right? And so if your ball is still within the warranty period and you have tried to return it to the place of purchase without success, that's me, right? Please file a warranty claim with our parent corporation by clicking here. All right, so you click on that and it takes you to this page here, warranty claim form. Have you attempted to return the product to the retailer from which it was purchased? Yes. So I contacted my local PSO and I told them that I had a crack ball. I showed him a picture of it. And he says, give me the serial number, I'll check. And he comes back a couple days later, sorry, nothing I can do about it. My supplier doesn't have any of those balls left and they don't want it back and I can't cover you. So sorry, my friend, contact the manufacturer. So that is what I did. So you just follow the instructions here. Yes, I've tried to attempt to return that. When you attempted to return a product, what happened, right? And they give you the whole list of things. I was told to contact the manufacturer, right? So click that. Hit next. It'll take you over here to this form where you fill out your name, address, phone number, email, blah, blah, blah. I'd fill that out and I would hit next. It's not going to let me go next until I fill that out though. But on the next page, it asks for photos of your bowling ball. It also asks for the serial number. And they ask you how it cracked, what kind of damage you got, and how you found it, and all this and that. And then you send it in. So once I sent it in July 2nd. And then I got contacted by a representative of Brunswick on July 26th. So it took a little bit of a while. And I had contacted them a couple weeks in going, hey, just checking on the ball. Was really no reply back from them. So I just kind of left it in their hands. So this was an email that I got back from them when they approved my warranty. So it says your warranty claim has been approved and order been processed for your replacement. Your replacement item should arrive in 10 to 15 business days. We ask that you destroy and discard the warranted item. Please follow the directions below. So for balls, please drill out or by some other means deface the serial number engraved on the ball and then discard the ball. So they want me throwing the ball away, which I'm going to do. Bags and shoes, we're not worried about that. And this is what the very first email had read. Your ball is covered under warranty. We do not make that ball anymore. Pick any ball from any of our 7 brands. Yeah. So I was like, holy moly, that was like a really cool email. Nice surprise at the end, after waiting close to a month to get a reply from them. I was like, holy crap. So my assumption was I was going to get a stealth mode as a replacement. I didn't know what the heck I was going to get, to be honest with you. But for them to say, pick any ball from our 7 brands, mind blown, right? Like, that is awesome customer service. I'm very happy with Track. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, is I wanted to show, hey, you spend a little time filling out some forms and you do everything that is asked of you. And if the crack wasn't anything of your fault, then this should be covered. And it was. So very happy. And I'm going to show you the ball that I got as my replacement right now. And looky what just showed up to my doorstep via UPS. All right, so I brought in the box from UPS, sat on our front doorstep, and I've hidden the label so it's a surprise of what ball I chose as a replacement to my cracked Stealth Solid. All right, so they delivered this straight from Mexico, straight from the Brunswick plant. This didn't come from Michigan. Right off the assembly line into my hands. Ready to know what it is? Bam! So this is what I chose. I chose the Paragon Shadow because the numbers are very similar to the track Stealth, except it's an asymmetrical. So this ball is normally I think it's $190, or it's $180, $190 if you were to buy this normally. I'll just say I didn't pay anywhere near that for the track Stealth Solid, so this is a nice trade that they gave me. Let's see this bad boy. So it smells like citrus, which means it has HK22C in it. And that is one hell of a beautiful ball. Holy moly. So thank you, Track, for your awesome warranty that allowed me to get a brand new Track Paragon Shadow. This is a very cool looking ball. Very, very happy. So out with the old, in with the new. Very excited. So if you remember, the email said to deface the ball, so that's what I'm doing here. Goodbye, old friend. So hopefully this video gives you a better understanding of the track warranty claim program that I've gone through myself, and just show you how painless the whole thing really is. So I only have experience with track bowling balls, and this track is also part of the whole Brunswick 7 brand. So if you have any of the Brunswick brands, you're going to go through the same process that I did. I don't have any experience with Storm. I also don't have any experience with Motive. If any of you guys have ever had a crack ball from Storm or Motive, let me know what your experience was down in the comments down below. Was it a fast turnaround? Did it take a little while? So unfortunately, mine took about a month total, a little over a month total time from the time I emailed them to the time I actually got the bowling ball, which isn't too bad. I shouldn't complain because I got whatever ball I wanted. So they, like I said, they didn't have this ball in stock. So they're like, hey, choose any ball you want, which was just super cool. So I will gladly wait a month to get any ball I want. And there you go. If you like this video, give me a like, comment down below. And if you want to see more of this type of stuff, make sure you subscribe and turn on all your notifications and all that good stuff. I'm going to be doing giveaways here pretty soon. Once again, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a bowling ball. So you may want to subscribe if you're not subscribed already to be entered in that. Hopefully I can get 1,000 by the year's end. Hopefully with these next couple videos I come out with, we'll get a lot more subscribers. So I want to thank everybody out there for watching and subscribing and supporting my channel. I truly appreciate you. And until next time, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.